Well, hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Math Lesson 1.4, where we are going to be talking about expanded form. We want to look at our essential question and find out what we really are going to be learning about today. And our essential question, as you see right here, is how do you describe a two-digit number as tens and ones? So we're going to be talking about that today and trying it out on our own. So let's take a quick break and watch Jessie Bear and see how Jessie Bear solves the problem of describing a two-digit number as tens and ones.
How do you describe a two-digit number as tens and ones?
Well, hello! That apple reminds me of a class that was here in the meadow. The teacher brought apples for their snack. She brought 26 apples. But what does 26 mean? I think we need to know more about the digits to understand this number. Let's find out more about the value of each digit.
Emmanuel put 45 stickers on his paper. How can you model 45 with blocks? You can use base 10 blocks to model a number. Let's start with the tens. The digit 4 is in the tens place. Since the 4 is in the tens place, you can use 4 tens blocks to model the number. Now let's look at the ones. The digit 5 is in the ones place. Since the 5 is in the ones place, you can use 5 ones blocks to model the number. You can model 45 with 4 tens blocks and 5 ones blocks. Suppose Emmanuel put 29 stickers on another paper. How can you model 29 with blocks? There are 2 tens in the number 29. The 2 in the tens place tells you to use 2 tens blocks. There are 9 ones in the number 29. The 9 in the ones place tells you to use 9 ones blocks. You can model 29 with 2 tens blocks and 9 ones blocks. What does 32 mean? What digits are used to write the number 32? The digits 3 and 2 are used to write the number 32. The digits have different values. What is the value of the 3? It is 3 tens. What is the value of the 2? It is 2 ones. 32 is 3 tens and 2 ones. How many tens are in 32? You're right. There are 3 tens in 32. How many ones are in 32? Good job! There are 2 ones in 32. There are 3 tens and 2 ones in 32. How can you write the value of 3 tens? It can be written as 30. 2 ones can be written as 2. You can add the values of the tens and ones digits to show a number. 30 plus 2 means the same thing as 32. 32 is made up of 3 tens and 2 ones, which can also be written as 30 plus 2. Now let's practice with the person. Now try.
thanks for helping me figure out how to rewrite the number of apples. See you soon.
Okay, so here we are back at our page, our lesson 1.4, and this is actually page 25 in your book, page 25, lesson 1.4. Now, let's listen to our problem for this page. Emmanuel put 38 stickers on his paper. That's a lot of stickers, 38. How can you model 38 with blocks? Okay, if you do not have base 10 blocks at home to model the number, like it says here, use the base 10 blocks to model each number, well, you can go ahead and draw quick pictures. But for now, let's go ahead and watch how we would model the number 38 with our base 10 blocks. Let's see, so I'm going to write number 38 up here, and you could write it on your paper as well, so that you know what number we are going to model here with the tens and here with the ones. So let's go ahead and model number 38 with these base 10 blocks right here. Okay, so what we want to do is think about how many tens there are in the number 38. Well, the tens are on the left, so we need 3 tens. That's what the number 38 says, 3 tens. And 3 tens, do you know what the value of 3 tens is? Well, to find the value, you have to count by 10, 10, 20, 30, 30. And when you say the word 38, you actually can hear the value. Okay, and let's model how many ones. There are 8. So let's put 1, 2, 3, try to get them lined up, 4, 5. We like to put them in a stack of 5 and then start our next stack next to it. Okay, that is 7 and that is 8. So do you see that, boys and girls? That's how we model 38 with base 10 blocks. These are tens and these are ones. And if we were to stack 10 of these little ones cubes together, they would make a base 10 block. So let's go back to our page. And here on our lesson page, we are going to just go ahead and draw quick pictures because we may not have the base 10 blocks. So as we were saying earlier, the 3 that is in the tens place has a value of 3 tens. And the way that we draw tens is 3 lines. And so 3 tens, we know that is equal to 30. And then for 8, the 8 is in the ones place. So we know that the value of the 8 in the number 38 is 8 ones. And so we just draw little circles. And we're going to draw how many circles? We're going to draw 8, just like we modeled with the base 10 blocks. Okay, so there we have the number 38. Now, let's just imagine that the digits 3 and the digit 8, those two digits were reversed. What if it was 83 instead of 38? Well, that would be 8 tens, so you would have to draw 8 tens here and only 3 ones right here. And which number would be larger? The 38 or the 83? Well, if you said 83, that is correct. So let's go down to the math talk. Explain how you know how many tens and ones are in the number 29. Well, if you know your place value, you know that this side is the ones and this side is the tens. So in the number 29, if you just separate it by that little line right there, You see the number 29? You know that you have 2 tens and you have 9 ones. So you know that 2 tens is 20 and 9 ones is 9. On our next page, we have model and draw. What does 23 mean as far as tens and ones go? Well, let me switch over to our work page and we'll talk about this. Okay, so what does 23 mean? On this page, our answers are sort of covered up. How many tens do you think are in 23? Well, let's peek under here and see. Oh, there's 1 10, but actually there should be 2. So I think we'll have to draw another one. There, another little 10. So there's 2 tens in 23 and 3 ones. So the 2 in 23 has a value of 2 tens or 20. See, 10, 20. And the 3 in 23 right here has a value of 3 ones or 3. So how many tens? 2. And how many ones? 3. And what is the value of 2 tens? So if you had 2 $10 bills, how much would that be? 20. And if you had 3 ones, what would that value be? 3. So as you see, 20 plus 3 is 23. So going back to our work page, if you would like, when you see these little light colored lines, this means that you can just trace them just to give you some practice with showing a quick picture for the number 23 and then writing in the numbers 2 and 3 and 20 plus 3 so that we get ready for what we're going to do down here, which is the same thing. We'll do these together. We're going to draw a quick picture to show the number, and then we are going to describe the number in 2 ways. So we have a couple things we're going to do. We have to draw and we have to describe, but in 2 ways. So there's really 3 things that we have to do. And so we want to make sure that we draw the picture. We're going to draw a little quick picture right here and then write the numbers right below. 2 different ways. Don't forget the quick picture. So the number 37, we see that the tens are on the left, the ones are on the right. So how many tens do we see? In 37, we see 3. So we draw 3 tens. The tens are just straight lines. We do not need to draw the entire rectangle and draw the individual cubes. That's why we call it a quick picture. And then we have 7 ones. This does take a little bit longer to draw the 7 ones. So you have to just draw little circles. I always draw 5 down and then start drawing 2 more up. Okay, so there's my 7. So down below we write how many tens. The name of these 3 lines are tens. And there are 3 tens, not 30, but just 3. And there are 7 ones. Now below, this is where we write the value of 3 tens. So if someone gave you 3 $10 bills, value means how much? How much is 3 tens worth? What is the value? It is 30. So we write the number 30. And how many ones? That's right, there are just 7. So you can also sometimes say the number 37 and see down here 37. 30 plus 7 equals 37. Okay, how about 54? Well, how many tens do you see in 54? Remember the tens? The tens are on the left, put a T for tens, and the ones are on the right. So on the left, we see 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're not doing tally marks when we're drawing tens. So make sure that you draw all 5. And then how many ones do you see? 4. That's right. So we draw 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we write how many 10s did we just draw? Well, we drew 5 pictures of 10s. And how many ones did we draw? We drew 4. Now, do you see how the 5 and the 4 match this, 54? And then down here, we actually are doing expanded form. We are writing the value of the 5 10s. So if you count by 5s, 5, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, that is 50. And if you listen to how you say the number 54, when you add them together, 50 plus how many ones? 4 ones. The value of 4 ones is 4. For 16, how many 10s do you see? Just 1. And how many ones do you see? 6. So let's draw 6 ones with just little circles. Big enough to see, but not too big. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here it just says 10 because there's only 1 10. How many ones did you draw? That's right, you just drew 6 ones. Those are the ones. This is the 10. So what is the value of 110? Can you count by 10s just one time? 10. That's right. And 6 ones as a value of just 6. Okay, now we have 60. Well, how many 10s? 6. And how many ones? 0. So let's draw 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, did you draw that on your paper? And how many ones? None. 0. So we don't have to draw any ones. So we just drew how many 10s? 6. And how many ones? 0. So if our value of 6 10s, if we count by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, in expanded form, that would be 60 plus 0. And that is how we do expanded form. Okay, now we're going to move on to our next page. Well, on our next page, this says on your own. So if you would like to do number 5, 6, 7, and 8 on your own, or whatever your teacher would like you to do, you can try that. And then we'll come back and we will reveal the answers. So good luck, boys and girls. Okay, boys and girls, if you had a chance to do this on your own and you were able to pause the video, we're going to go ahead and correct and see if we got these right. If you did not get a chance to finish on your own yet, you might want to pause the video and finish. And when you're done, then you can check back here for the answers. So on 48, that would be how many 10s? 4. And that would be how many ones? 8. And then the value below would be how many, what's the value of 4 10s? It is 40. And what is the value of 8 ones? That would be 8. So 40 plus 8. Now, remember, you have to draw the quick pictures as well. So for quick pictures, you would draw 4 10s and 8 ones. There we go. Okay, for 31, let's go ahead and draw first. How many 10s? 3. 1, 2, 3. And how many ones? 1. Okay, and let's reveal. How many tens? 3. And how many ones? Just 1. So the value of 3 tens is how many? 10, 20, 30. 30. And the value of 1 would just be 1. Okay, for 59, let's go ahead and draw the quick picture first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 tens. And how many ones will we draw? We will draw 9. Okay, and there is our 9 ones. So I drew 5 on one side and 4 on the other, because 5 plus 4 equals 9. Okay, so in the number 59, how many tens did we draw? We drew 5. How many ones did we draw? We drew 9. So the value of 5 tens, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, is 50. 5 tens is 50, plus 9 ones, and that's 9. 50 plus 9 equals 59. Okay, in 75, we are going to draw how many tens? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, we're not doing tally marks, so we don't cross over when we get to 5. We'll do that later. And how many ones? We are going to draw 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have our drawing, because it does say we have to make sure that we draw. We have to make sure that we describe in 2 ways. So how many tens did we just draw? Well, we drew 7 tens. And how many ones did we draw? We drew 5. So the value of 7 tens, that means if you count by tens, 7 times you will have, oopsie, 70. And if you count the ones by ones, you have 5 ones, you will have 5. 70 plus 5 equals 75. And that sort of sounds like 75, doesn't it? 70 and 5, 75. Okay, moving down, we're coming to math on the spot. Now here is our problem. Eric has 4 bags of 10 marbles and 6 single marbles. How many marbles does Eric have? You might want to keep your paper handy as we watch the math on the spot video and solve the problem with our puppet friend, and you can do exactly what they do in the video. You can do that on your paper. Okay, so let's switch over and watch that math on the spot video.
Of Math Busters with me, your host, Jeannie. I'd like to welcome the player of the day, Professor Rena.
Hi there, Professor Rena, all the way from California.
Are you ready to bust some math?
I sure am.
Okay, now remember, if you answer the question correctly, you will win the star prize.
Wow.
Which I bet is going to make you giggle.
I'm ready.
Let's bust some math.
Eric has 4 bags of 10 marbles and 6 single marbles. How many marbles does Eric have? Well, let's take a look. I've got some notation here. 4 bags of 10 marbles and 6 single marbles. Okay, let's just focus on this part here. 4 bags of 10 marbles.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about one of those 4 bags. in that bag, there are 10 marbles, right?
10 marbles.
4 bags of 10 marbles means one bag has 10 marbles. And so all of the marbles will sit inside. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there are 10 marbles in here. But there are 4 bags of these 10 marbles. So there'd be one over here and one over there and maybe one over here. But the point is there are 4 bags and each one of those bags has 10 marbles in them. Yes?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so rather than having to draw this big picture here, we could instead use a quick picture to express this in terms of tens. So 4 bags of 10 marbles, well, one bag can just be represented by one line because this one line means 10.
That's right.
Right? Yet there are 4 bags of 10, so we'll draw 4 of these lines.
Perfect.
So this is 10 marbles, 20, 30,
30,
40. 4 bags of 10 marbles is how many marbles?
40.
40 marbles. 4
Mm-hmm.
tens is 40. Okay, 6 single marbles.
Okay.
So that means really actually our quick picture looks just like the marbles would look, wouldn't it?
3,
4, 5.
5.
There's 5 of them, but we want to draw 6.
We need one more.
One more.
6.
So that's 4 tens and 6 ones. So what is that all together? How many marbles do we have all together? 40 plus 6 is
Get ready. She's going to bust it.
46.
Yay! That's the right answer. Do you want to see what you want?
I sure do.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be great. This should certainly put a smile on your face. You've won a lifetime supply of laughter.
Wow, this is great.
Okay, test it out. Tell a joke.
Okay. What has 4 legs and can't walk?
I don't know. What has 4 legs and can't walk?
A chair.
Okay. Maybe we should get you joke classes.
Goodbye, boys and girls. Have a great math day.
Okay, boys and girls, so hopefully you were able to follow along on your paper with the Math on the Spot video. I went ahead and underlined some important parts of this question. Well, first of all, the question, how many marbles does Eric have? So that's what we're trying to find out. And we found out that he has 4 bags of marbles, and there are 10 marbles in each bag. Did you draw a picture of 4 bags with 10 marbles in each bag? Well, that reminds me of tens, just like the tens that we draw in the quick picture or in our base 10 blocks. And then did you draw 6 little marbles all by themselves? Okay, well, I hope so. Let's go ahead and look at my picture. It's hiding behind this little screen. So if your teacher wants to pause right now and wait for you to draw, you can do that. Or you can go ahead and reveal and see if yours looks like mine. Oh, there they are. There's my 4 bags of 10 marbles. And there's my 6 little marbles that are all by themselves, not in bags. So if we count by tens, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 4 tens, don't we? And that's 40 plus 6 single marbles, 40 plus 6. And that is how many, boys and girls? That is right. That is 46 marbles. That's how many marbles Eric has. So moving on to the next page, we're going to need some crayons. So Go ahead and pause the video while you grab your yellow, red, green, and blue crayon. Okay, we're going to start with our green crayon, and we're going to follow the steps. Draw a green line, start at 51. Now it doesn't say 51, it says 5 tens and 1 1. And draw a green line to 43. So that one's already done for us, except it's not done in green. Next, we want to grab our blue crayon, and we're going to continue right from where we are at 43, but we're going to go to 34. So look for 30 plus 4, or 3 tens and 4 ones. Yes, there it is. And for the next one, we want to grab our red crayon. So grab the red crayon, and we're going to draw a red line from 34 to 29. So we're looking for 20 plus 9, or 2 tens and 9 ones. And there it is, right there. And so for the last one, we want to grab our yellow crayon right there. We want to draw a yellow line from 29, right where we left off, to 72. Do you see 70 plus 2? Oh, there it is. Now we wouldn't want to choose 7 plus 2 because that would be 9. And we're looking for 72. So 70 plus 2 is 72. So there's our yellow line. So hopefully your drawing looks like that too. Now down at the bottom, we are going to draw a picture to show the number 26. We're going to describe the number 26 in 2 ways. So first, let's draw 26. How many tens do we have? Well, we have 2 tens. So let's draw 1, 2 tens. How many ones do we have on the right? That is 6. So let's draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so how many tens did we draw? That's right, we drew 2. How many ones did we draw? That's right, we drew 6. What's the value of 2 tens? 10, 20. So it is 20, just like it sounds when we say the number 26. And the value of 6 ones? It is 6. Okay, boys and girls, well, you have now studied expanded form and place value, tens and ones, and you've learned how to express numbers with quick drawings, tens and ones, and expanded form. And we'll see you next time for Math 1.5. Thanks for joining today.